What's up, y'all? I'm Mia Bell, and before we jump into 2021, let's take a look back at 2020.
When Kanye announced that he was running for president, it made perfect sense for me. Why wouldn't Kanye announce he was running for president? It was the most Kanye thing that Kanye could have done.
We teach our children that they can reach their highest potential, right? We tell them they should have the biggest dreams, and nothing is out of reach if you put your mind to it. And I think that's a great thing that he decided to run for president. I just would not vote for him.
I was almost disappointed because if he would have really put some effort into it, he could have got more votes, but he kind of jumped into the election race a little late.
Over the weekend, Kanye West made an announcement out of nowhere on Saturday. He went on Twitter to say, "We must now realize the promise of America by trusting God. Unifying our vision and building our future. I'm running for president of the United States. Hashtag 2020 vision." And then Elon Musk replies quickly, "You have my full support." Kim Kardashian retweets with the American flag. They're ready.
Yo, he probably asked Musk the other day, no joke, to be his VP.
Oh, yeah, when they met. Then they had a photo post together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, I would just want to say, is there anybody out there that's voting for this?
Kanye West wrapped his first presidential rally.
Wait, I thought Kanye West was bailing out. I guess we got bad info.
No, I mean, his team reported that, yes, it was done, and then they came back. So it doesn't surprise me. It happened in North Charleston, South Carolina. People saying that it was a super unorganized, rowdy, a mess, no podium, no microphone. He was just yelling at people in the crowd. He rambled through a number of topics. The one that was floating through the internet was his comments on Harriet Tubman.
When Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people.
Y'all, we leaving right now.
I get you every time.
I hate the fact that over 50,000 Americans voted for Kanye.
And I'm not listening to rappers on political advice. I'm really not. So to me, you can say whatever you want. I'm going to go out and I'm going to do my research and I'm going to see what works, what makes sense for me. That's what voting is.
Look, believe it or not, before Donald Trump was the president, hip hop really rocked with Donald Trump. I don't remember how many references it was, but they said it was almost like 100 different references of Donald Trump's name in hip hop song. So for artists to stand next to Donald Trump in 2020, I'm not surprised at it. It's a little disappointing. Like when I see artists like Lil Pump and Lil Wayne and maybe Waka Flocka and even Kanye West earlier this year standing right next to Donald Trump, it's like, are they trying to get pardoned because they got charges pending? Or are they just trying to just ruffle people's feathers and go viral so they can get some streams? We don't know, and we have yet to figure it out.
It happened yesterday. A photo of Lil Wayne and Donald Trump, and a tweet from Lil Wayne basically saying he sat with Donald Trump and he likes his plans. We all know that Lil Wayne, as far as looking over paperwork, he's had some issues in the past looking over his own paperwork, which is why him and Baby was going into it. So I don't know if y'all trust that he was able to read this platinum plan and understand it, but all right, we'll play along. I'm more entertained by who thinks that a man who lied as much as Donald Trump in his last term in the White House is going to keep any promise he actually made.
I believe that Lil Wayne was paid for this. I do not believe he read anything. I do not believe he wrote the statement. I believe this is the literal fundamental definition of selling out. Taking money and selling it to people. I firmly believe either tax break or you will get a check in the mail. Lil Wayne was paid to do this.
I didn't know who else Biden would have chosen because Kamala is the only one right for the job. So shouts to Biden for doing the right thing. Representation is a huge thing for us, for me.
Senator Harris, the talk is that you are a favorite amongst the candidates for Joe Biden's VP. Let's just say, right? It was
hypothetically speaking.
You're in, okay? What are your top three? What are your priorities? What are the top three things that you want to tackle directly?
So, Laura, let me just say I'm honored to be a part of this conversation. But the bottom line is I just want the man to win. He has got to win because we need to say goodbye to Donald Trump. And so
agree on that.
I'm focused on today and getting through November. I have One of the things I'm fighting for is to make sure that people, I have this thing called the Vote Safe Act, to make sure that people are able to vote in a safe way. So pushing for early voting in states, pushing for curbside voting, so that unlike what happened in Wisconsin, people don't have to wait in line for 2 and 3 hours and then, catch the Rona.
Joe Biden has finally picked a vice president to run with him. California Senator Kamala Harris will be joining him on the ticket. It was announced yesterday. The choice is historic. Kamala will become the first black female vice presidential candidate in the history of this country.
After election day, they never go, hey, so this is your president. Like they still have to go through the motions. They still have to get to the electoral college. They're really technically not the president yet. But what happens is usually the losing party concedes. That didn't happen in this sense. So, it becomes a thing.
Joe Biden is president of the United States of America.
That is not official.
No. No. Now we start leaning. Now we start really letting people know, listen, y'all, Joe Biden, you didn't win this because all of a sudden white Americans woke up and realized that racism wasn't cool. You won this because Latinos, 2/3 of Latinos voted for you. And 9 out of 10 black women voted for you. And 8 out of 10 black men voted for you. That's why you won. That's the difference here. Is people came out resoundingly, mostly black and brown, to say we will not allow overt white supremacists to be the leader of this nation.
I'm not going to hold you. I was very worried during election night. I honestly thought that America would let me down again because they are good for that, okay? I was really, really, really surprised to know that Biden and Harris, they hit the home run and they took it there. I'm really proud of them. It took a few days for us to find out. At one point, I gave up and said, you know what, we not going to find out till a few months from now, and I'm okay with that. And then out of nowhere, boom, the news dropped, and here we are.
Having the first vice president of the United States of America be a black woman, hey, I was ready to like do the Soul Train line dance and all the Bobby Shmurda dances. Like, what? This was history. This was a proud moment. And honestly, I've been saying this on my Instagram and Twitter that it's going to take a woman to lead us out of the mess that we're in, and particularly a black woman. Let me tell you why. Because we've been leading men our entire lives.
Just going off of prior experiences, I'm going to wait before I jump out the window, because usually when people become president or vice president, they change their number on us and we can't get in contact with them. Hopefully this won't be the case. So I'm just going to keep hope alive, and hopefully she stand next to the principle she had before she got into office.
Not only is she the first black vice president, she's the first female vice president. That's amazing. That's an amazing accomplishment. And it'll be interesting to see how this country reacts to that, It'll be very interesting to see how people react to her, not just her being a person of color, but just for her being a woman and breaking down those barriers. Just that in itself is an amazing accomplishment,
One more time for the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, who had the full 2020 experience. He caught COVID. He lost his job. Get that YG ready one more time. Get that YG ready one more time. And he's getting yanked and evicted from his house.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
The White House.